Thank you, David, very much for your inspiring words and a lot of advice nonetheless. So now we come to the next stage, which is faculty awards. So amongst the faculty, it is very well known that INSEAD is one of the best, but also one of the hardest places to teach at because of the diversity in the classroom, because all of you are engaging intensely with us in the classroom. Thus, it is a great honor to be nominated for the Best Teaching Award. Every class gets to nominate and vote for their favorite faculty, and I'd like to invite Clément from the MIM Student Council and an academic rep on stage to hand out the awards. Thank you, Clément. Thank you. All good. All good. Thank you.
So, thank you, Dean Payer, dear families, friends, staff, faculty, alumni, and MIM class of 2022. I'm honored to have served you as academic rep for this past year and as a MIM council member. Now, it was only 10 months ago when we started the program that we first heard about the frightful rumors. In your home country, you might call it the Yeti, Bigfoot, Chupacabra, or the Bear of Fontainebleau. In the MIM, we call it the -3 of the curve. This mythical beast that keeps you up at night in the library, ready to snatch you and pull you into the depths of the forest. Thankfully, it remained only a mere fantasy, and we're all here today together, having beaten the dreaded curve. From student-run lessons to extra sessions with professors to study groups, I'm really proud of our ability to go through it all as a class and to take every opportunity to always learn more. Naturally, none of this would have been possible without the immense support of our professors who were there to guide us through it all. As such, it is my pleasure to celebrate them and to announce the winners of the Faculty Teaching Awards for class of 2022. So we'll start with the Faculty Teaching Awards for core classes, and the nominees are Professor Fatas for Macroeconomics, Professor Chokan for Process and Operation Management, and Professor Hall for Machine Learning and Operations. And the winner is Professor Hall. Now, despite what Professor Hall taught us, there's still some people out there that believe that Jack and Rose could have both fit on the door of the Titanic. Prof. Hall has been sent on a special mission to debunk these outrageous claims and spread the truth using math and science, and thus could not be here with us today. She has sent us a video message.
Dear MIM class of 2022, I was thinking through what I could do to say thank you to you guys for giving me the award of Best Core Course this year. And I realized as I was thinking about it that nothing could make you happier than one last recap video, because I know that deep down you really, really love these videos. So for those of you for whom this is your first recap video, then we probably should have had a chat before the final. So I was thinking also, what can I recap about our 5 weeks together? And I thought, why not talk about all those times when I wasn't 100% sure how this class would actually work out. So let me tell you about that very first moment where that happened. Quite early on, it was the MIM dinner at the end of August. So end of August is, of course, the end of period 0 and the beginning of period 1. And at the end of period 0, you were supposed to have finished a Python module on DataCamp, well, actually many Python modules on DataCamp. And you basically had 4, maybe 5 days left to finish these up. So really not many days left to finish these modules, but the number of students who told me during the dinner that they had not finished DataCamp and some not even started it, well, there were a bunch. So I was a bit worried about how this course was actually going to work out. A second moment where this happened to me was after the first survey. So if you remember, the first survey came after the first class, and there were a bunch of questions in this survey, and one of them was, do you have any comments for me before the course starts? So some of you didn't answer the question, fair enough, but what I found really funny at the time was the different types of students who already were coming out of the woodwork at this point in time. So I identified 3 different types here that I kind of found throughout the course moving forward. So the first type was the workload negotiators. So I found that pretty funny because this was the end of the first class, right? And I already had students in the class who were hard at work trying to convince me to reduce the workload. So this is the type of comment I got from the workload negotiators. So this class seems very hard, and that perhaps should be taken into account regarding material and amount of material. Bear in mind, end of first class. And I had another type of students, what I call the brutally honest students, with these types of comments. I only tried Python before and found it super hard and boring. So at least I know, where these kind of students stand. I know what they think about the course already. Then I had the resigned to their fate type students. So these are the kind of comments that the resigned to their fate students put down. I am ready to struggle through this class. So nice and optimistic, upbeat, positive about where this class is going to be going. And then I guess my personal favorite out of all the quotes, which was, please don't make us suffer. So I hope I didn't make you suffer too much during this class. And then maybe one last moment, which was, interesting. It was the first office hours with you guys. So office hours always happen on Zoom, right? So this was a typical office hours with the MIM class of 2022. So this is me on Zoom, and in fact, just me on Zoom, no one else. So I think there's a way of learning loneliness, and that's being a professor in a difficult class during office hours. And this was despite my many repeat emails begging you to come to office hours. So I started off, pretty chill about the whole thing. These were my initial emails. And then I started getting increasingly desperate as no one was coming to my office hours. And to be fair, I did end this class with a lot of students in office hours, so I'm taking that as a personal victory. So despite all these difficult moments, maybe, there were also some really magical moments too of teaching you your class. So some moments I remember. So I just loved how much you participated during class, and you really got into the topics and became involved. I loved how you helped each other, how you were always there for one another, how you explained things to one another. I loved that you rose to the challenge of this difficult class. You tried your very best, even when you had no technical background whatsoever, and I find that effort is the most important thing. I'm incredibly proud of how much you all learned during the course. Every year, I have people who tell me that I'm crazy to teach such a technical class to business school students, and every year, my students prove those people wrong. What they don't realize is the kind of caliber of students I have in front of me. Bright, of course, but also open to new ideas and new ways of thinking, willing to work hard and learn, resourceful and supportive of one another. It's a true honor to be a recipient of the award of Best Core Course from such a class. Thank you, and I look forward to hearing about the many great things you are going to do next, because I know those will happen. Stay in touch, and thank you again.
So thank you very much, Prof. Hall, for these kind words. And for our next category, we have the practical awards. So the nominees are Professor Barash, Professor Bhattacharjee, and Professor Kiriev for leveraging data for marketing science, and Professors Capron and Professor Bus for BBB deals and valuing innovation. And the winner is Some say that Prof. Capron and Prof. Bus were hired by Elon Musk for a secret private lesson in M&A, and that the real reason why the Twitter deal didn't go through was them. Frightful of the angry Tesla fans who lost all their money investing in an overvalued company, if only they'd paid attention during valuation class. Professor Capron and Professor Bus unfortunately could not make it here today. As such, I'll be reading a thank you note from the professors. First, we want to say a big thank you for receiving the award. This is a great honor for both of us. Our goal was to create an integrative strategy in finance practical, and it is great to see that the course was so well received by you. We also want to say a big thank you to the group for their full commitment. Indeed, everyone was fully involved, whether this was during class discussions or during the multiple group works. This made the practical also a truly rewarding teaching experience for us. We wish you all the best for your next professional and personal projects. Stay in touch. So thank you very much, professors, for this kind message. And to move on to our final category, the Faculty Award for Best Elective. Ooh. The nominees are Professor Zeisberger and Professor Agarwal for Private Equity, Professor Yus for Financial Statement Analysis, and Professor Massa for FinTech. And the winner is... So it turns out that his 8:30 a.m. electro music prowesses were leaked to people outside the class. And so he's now been sent to Coachella to headline in the morning and in the afternoon ensure that their financial statements are not hiding another fire festival. But Prof. just thus could not be with us today and has also sent a message for you. Dear MIMS, many thanks for granting me this teaching award. I am truly honored. It was my privilege to meet you and teach this class. While I cannot be with you today in person as I am overseas, I know that together we are fortunate. INSEAD is a unique place with dedicated staff and faculty, but it is the students that are the main asset and that make INSEAD what it is. In that sense, the MIM program brings to INSEAD a wonderful selection of young, inquisitive minds for a very intense journey. I hope your experience with us has not only helped you make friends for life, but also provided you with important skills, insights, and guidance to help you find your way in the real world. In the end, this INSEAD journey is only the beginning, really. Next come your opportunities and chances to make your mark and achieve your goals. I know we will hear from you in the future when you do so. Until then, I wish you all the very best and hope you will lead a happy, fulfilling life. Do stay in touch. All the best. So I would like to thank again all of our professors this year who helped us throughout the program. This concludes the Faculty Teaching Award ceremony, and congratulations to our nominees and our winners.
Thank you very much, Clément, and congratulations to my colleagues for the nomination and the winners. And I love the slide deck approach. You have not seen her, but we've all been on her word every step of the way. So that's sort of INSEAD faculty. So very proud of my colleagues, and thank you to everyone for making the MIM a special program. Now it is time to hear from your MIM Student Council. The council is comprised of 8 members, each responsible for a specific area, taking care of the entire MIM body. It's my pleasure to call Gudrun Zechner for her MIM Council President's speech to the stage. Please help me welcome Gudrun.